Welcome back to 80 Let's Play. Morning, sleepyhead. We're playing Dream Daddy.
5 more minutes.
You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up.
Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
So, you excited for the cookout today?
Lego furniture.
Lego furniture?
Yeah.
That's an idea. Anyway. If there's food, I'm excited.
I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties.
Oh my god, I love those. Those are my favorite part of holiday parties. And they're so gross. You know?
Yeah, I do get excited over them, and I'm disappointed by them every single time.
Oh god, me too.
I feel like my for some reason, the nostalgia factor of them is so strong that it'll get better, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, and you forget, like, how bad they are. You, like, gaslight yourself, and it's like, no, they're not that bad. And then you eat it, and you're like, oh, I hate myself. And then you eat another 10 minutes later, because you forget again. Anyway. Yeah, those are bad.
Which means there are more for me.
Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood?
I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon.
I understand our character so much.
The social butterfly.
Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
I don't have too much trouble meeting new people just because, like, a lot of the time I've got a very fuck it attitude. I'm just like, whatever happens is gonna happen. I mean, who cares?
I'm not bad with meeting people, but in a party situation with a bunch of people I don't know, I am the stand in the corner with a plate of food guy.
Oh yeah, I hate parties, but I still talk to people because I'm like, well, who fucking cares? You know, I don't even care about my own life enough to be like, I'm scared. And just, yeah.
You should join the Ice Trucker Ghost Hunters.
Yeah. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time?
You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door, and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to the other 2 veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide.
Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins.
They stare creepily and say nothing.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib.
Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here?
Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary?
Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles.
Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to...
Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure.
Whoa! Okay, I did not press anything. But...
He said, Mary, this is our new neighbor, Kramer.
Okay. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her.
Nice to meet you, Mary. For the first time.
Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now.
Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city.
My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you.
Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school?
But I don't want to have to do pleasantries.
Dad.
Ugh, they're gonna talk about the weather.
Go do it. Make a friend.
But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye.
Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see familiar faces. Isn't it the barista from the Coffee Spoon?
The love of my life.
Oh dang, Robert's here. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Yeah, I know Craig. But wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate.
Matt, Hugo, and Craig? Or... yeah, Matt, Hugo, and Craig.
Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello.
Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to a postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created.
Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in.
Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Which one do you want to do?
I mean... Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess?
I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it.
I don't know.
Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall.
Art is dead.
I'm gonna say, well, that's pretty subjective. How do you mean?
Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks.
Oh.
That's Magritte.
Right. Art. Sorry.
You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Sorry, Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Hugo throws up his hands in frustration.
But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism?
Man, that's all way above my head.
Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry, I get really fired up about art stuff. Kramer, how are you liking the neighborhood?
It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just
Some
fine.
people really friendly.
Some people really friendly, yeah.
Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out.
Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Aww. Am I cool now?
The girl stares at him, thinking it over.
Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Hey Kramer, this is my daughter.
Hello.
I'm Carmencita.
Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow.
Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends.
Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and your teacher?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you.
Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger gun moves from me. I'm very proud.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Whoa.
Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking?
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. Oh, God. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter.
Unbelievable. Excuse me.
Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard too.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him.
Hey everybody, sorry about that. Kramer, this is my son Ernest.
Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatient. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest?
Okay. I'm in the 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah. Good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch.
I don't know.
Ernest!
Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, it's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad?
What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know.
Yeah, sounds great.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit fucking shit! Puberty, you're doomed.
Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point.
Oh, no.
As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways.
Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Don't let us eat up your time, Kramer. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Oh my gosh, okay, I'll meet some people next time on Eddie Let's Play. Bye, y'all.
Bye.